future me, I want you to remember this day, because this is the day when it's talked about money. And I've been warned by my church leader that when it gets to money, people get caught up in emotions and things start getting ugly. I can see that how now it's playing out, and unfortunately it's very sad. I can see the point of the person I'm leaving. I can see his point, because in all honesty, I'm the one leaving with the kids, and my plan, or what I wish for, is to go and live in the States, because that's where, not just because I want to be there, there is a whole lot of complex reasons why I want to go there. One of them is because I have friends there. There are many reasons. The kids can go and be enrolled in school in English, because they know, at least they don't know how to read it and write it really well, but they know how to speak it. So in Bulgaria there is no, you can't do it. So yeah, but I have been told today that, in a very sarcastic and mocking way, I have been told today that it was my choice to leave, and it was my choice to take the kids with me to the States, and it's not the best place to go right now. How did he say it? It's well, you decided to leave me. You decided to take the kids with you, and you decided to go to live in America, and that is not like the best choice right now, or like this is like because inflation and prices going up and food is pricey and whatnot. Well, guess what? Food in Japan is getting really pricey as well. I know, because I did the shopping for the house, and I know how much I needed to buy groceries for the week before, and how much I need to do it now. Also, I had to show him how much money I have as saving from my salary that I haven't used as much as, he considers, technically that's our money. So my money that I made from work is our money, but that the money he makes is not our money. Things are getting really ugly, and so if it works for him and his image and his ego and his contribution to the kids, it's no. It's but if I saved up because he was paying the rent, not the rent, the utilities in the house, and it's his grandmother's house, and he doesn't have to pay rent for it. If he was paying all the utilities and everything, then it's like everything that that's he paid for everything, and I saved up, so that's our money. What I saved is our money. Here's the thing though, if I were to leave and be in Japan still, that doesn't change the fact that he is going to make more money, and he's going to be the one who doesn't need that much, ironically, because there is no more 5 kids to take care of, and a wife and utilities and all that stuff. And so it's really sad. Like he doesn't see beyond the money. The money for me is, to me, money is to show that he cares about the kids, because yes, they're my kids, but I didn't make them by myself. They're also his kids, and it makes me really sad that how he sees it, the way that I don't care about him. I care only about his money. How I see it is, I I care about the future of those 5 people we made together, but obviously we cannot make it together anymore. Therefore, we have to take care of those 5 kids. So I'm starting to understand a little bit more about those ancient ladies in the Old Testament when they were widowed, or when their husband died, or were killed, or like something happened to him. They were screwed. They were screwed because they didn't have any rights. And that's how it feels in Japan, you guys. You don't have any right, especially as a foreigner, a foreign wife to a Japanese citizen. You are nothing. You are nothing. And so if I'm going to be nothing here, I'd rather go and be nothing in a country I can talk to people. Therefore, the States, the country that he hates, the country that he doesn't understand their system and everything is so expensive, the country where people are so entitled and with their opinion, so strong opinionating people, the country where it's nothing like Japan. Yet the country where we met. Very ironic. It's like I'm seeing big paradoxes here, and wow, it's like wow. So basically what I want to tell you, future me, is I don't need any of his money for myself. That's it. But I will work for my kids. I will bust myself up. I will work 3 jobs if I have to, because I had a mother who did that. I had a mother who worked for 3 jobs to sustain us and to pay for lawyers with her ugly divorce that she had to go through. And I can do this because I care about my kids. Because to me, money is for them to sustain them with food, not to teach them that everything is going to be given to them in a silver plate, but that I will teach them the value of money, and that money is not defining who you are and what your talents are and how people see you. Money is means to have a shelter, to have food, and to have things like they have their Nintendo Switch and their old laptops from their father, and whatever their precious treasures, or I don't know, kids. But my kids also know that they cannot have everything they want. Not like their friends. Their friends are spoiled rotten with laptops, tablets, computers, sport equipment if they go to if they play soccer or baseball or whatever. My kids had to go and do what he was going and doing when he was a little kid, which is playing the piano and going to shorinji, which is a martial arts, Chinese martial arts, defense martial arts. That's what they were doing, and they have been doing for years, because that's what he was doing. If Tayo wanted to play baseball because he felt like he was drawn to it, that doesn't matter. If Yamato wanted to play basketball or soccer instead, that doesn't matter. Now he's forced to do black belt. He doesn't even want to go to shorinji right now. But who cares, right? Because we have been literally enslaved here without any opinion, because I never contributed anything really financially to this marriage, this family, because I had divorced parents, and my mom barely could make or gather from friends money to send me to school in Hawaii. I didn't contribute anything, so I felt I didn't have a voice. I felt like I was nobody, and I was fully supporting this guy in his own country, trying to embrace his culture as much as I could. And when the kids started coming one by one, it became really difficult, because I saw that the way they raise their kids and how they teach them is not the ways I like. Not the gospel ways, no, that's how we do in church, that's for sure. And so culturally, financially, everything, I've been suppressed and down to nobody, nothing. So every time there's no talk about finances. He's the one making the money. He's the one doing whatever. He's throwing us some money every month so we can, get by with food. And if I wanted some more, you always will need more, and you always will want more. It will never be enough. But the kids are growing. They eat more now. The prices of the food is going up. I work in it. Anyways, so in Japan, if you both parents work, then the kids can have whatever they want. 5 kids is a little bit uphill. Doable if both parents have good jobs. But if you have a good job in Japan, probably that means you don't have a life. You spend all your time in your company or whatever your job is, whatever your business is. And so it comes to the point where you have to decide, as a Japanese mindset, I feel like they have to decide if they, so how my friend told me like the other day, how she said, for Japanese people, families is accessory. That is not necessary to have, but you do it to check the box in society sometimes, or because of pressure from parents or whatever, but that is accessory. You could live without it in Japan. And so if you have a family and 5 kids, that becomes uphill. And when that family wants to leave you because of your focus and your egocentric decisions that you have showed nothing but indifference with your family, then it becomes all about like, oh, now she wants all the money for herself, how I'm gonna live. Your kids as well, I'm taking them because I'm the mom and because I honestly cannot live without them. If I don't have my kids with me, I don't see any purpose in this life. I just end it because they're everything I have. They're everything I got in this foreign place. They're everything I feel comfortable around in this foreign place. Not their friends, not their friends' moms, nobody else. I don't live for anybody else in here. That's all they got. That's all I got. I got them. Anyways, with financial support or not, we're out of here. Hopefully before the end of this year. Hopefully as soon as possible. Because in all honesty, there is only so much a person can handle in this kind of situation. When everything is said and done and there is no going back and there is no way to go back, and it's just so much frustration, anger, misunderstanding, hurt, that there is no reason, there is not even one reason to stay here anymore. And so I pray for miracles, and I pray that the Lord will put the right people on our way of this exodus. Now we can go to our promised land and feel free. Feel free. Feel free. Free from bondage. This is bondage. Okay, I have to go pick up my kid now from his friend's house and go back to the house. It's so sad when you trust your life with somebody and you hope you will spend your mortality here with him, and then when you feel used, like you're nothing, there's nothing left to offer to anybody and anything, when you feel like completely used, like a slave, and when you just want to make sure the kids have enough. it's always the self. Like today, we were defreezing some freaking chicken rice somebody gave him, tons of it. We were defreezing it for lunch to put with curry, and it takes like 2.5 minutes for each of those square boxes to warm up in the microwave. And my oldest got his rice first, and then I was defreezing the second one, and one of the other 2 boys comes and he's like, oh, I'll eat that too. And so he was checking the microwave, and then his father tells him, oh, that's mine. I'm like, so you can't wait for 2.5 minutes for that rice to warm up and to warm up the next rice for yourself. I'm hungry, with a smile. Oh, I'm hungry. Maybe he's hungry too. Maybe they're all hungry. But who cares, right? He has to be the first. It's always been like that. About food, I've noticed it's always been like that. He has to fill his belly first and then help with feeding the kids when they were growing up. Always like that. It's okay. That's how everybody's different. I don't care anymore. But it just hurts. Because for me, the kids are first. And for him, it's himself first. So I just wonder how I made it for so many years, seriously. Anyways, I have to go.